You guys ever get stopped out in a trade that takes off right after by a nice wick and you're not sure what to do afterwards and you wind up missing that huge move that you spent weeks back testing and making sure that you were ready to go, and one wick stopped you from making a huge splash in the market that day? Come watch this video with me as we explore how to conquer this so it doesn't happen to you. Let's get it. All right, guys, let's go. Let's get this. Indicators, you don't need them, okay? I sell them, but you don't need them. So why do I sell them? Because you have something called emotions, and your emotions need some support, okay? And that is where indicators come in, plain and simple. I feel like my indicators are the best on TradingView because they are geared to help you with your emotions. Anybody tells you that you don't need indicators to trade, they are 100% right. But I'll tell you what, when I'm choosing my risk management, when I'm choosing if I'm going to trade with a mini, if I'm going to trade with a micro, if I'm going to trade with 5 contracts versus 2 versus 1, I need to have a little bit of comfort. I need to have something telling me, Adam, you're right. Adam, this is looking good. And not only that, I need something that can give me a little bit of an edge, that can help me make those decisions when all of the money is on the line, okay? Because it's not you versus NQ. It's not you versus ES. It's not you versus whatever market you're trading. It is you versus you. And you got to get good at knowing who you are and how you manage risk and how you make sure that you look at risk over profits first. I don't like to trade minis, one, because it takes a lot of minis in order to scale out, and I love to scale out. So micros do a really good job of helping me scale out of trades. But there are certain tendencies that I get to pick up that the market does that indicators help me see a pattern. And when I see that pattern over and over and over again, that visual really helps me say, Adam, it's time for a mini. Adam, it's time for more risk on this trade. And that's how indicators help you. Okay? So what I'm going to show you today is a trading setup called the TWA rubber band with the TWA mentorship average. And basically all it is when this white line is above this line here, I'm bullish. And if this line, you can see right here, that's currently above this cloud, if this line is also above the mentorship line, mentorship average, now we have 2 lines that are above this mentorship average, I'm extremely bullish. So you know what I love if I want to trade with more risk on the table? I love to see price go below this mentorship average. You know why? Because I got enough evidence in my back pocket that says if I set a limit order above this mentorship average, I'm going to get triggered and it's going to go in my favor very, very quickly. And I'm going to have very, very, very little drawdown. And you know what? That's really good on my mental and emotional needs when I'm going to risk a mini contract. There are going to be times like today where we get a nice wick right at the open. And it knocks you out. But you know what? It knocks you out of the trade. Not because you were wrong. Nope. Not because you were invalidated. Nope. Not because it broke an area of support. Nope. It stopped you out because your stop loss was small. Well, why was your stop loss small? Well, for me, if it's me, I'm going in with a mini. I'm not risking $400 on a trade. You know why? Because it's really hard to stay in for $400. If I'm going in with a mini, I know myself. I need to make sure my stop loss is set to a point where it's very, very easy to double my risk with my reward. So I got to have a small stop with these bigger contracts. So if I don't get stopped out and I'm $400 up, I'm already 2.5 times my risk. I'm only up 20 points. I have no business getting out of the trade, right? But once you're up 400, now you're up 500, now you're up 600, now you're up $700. It becomes a lot harder to stay in the trades, and I know that for myself. especially depending on what time of day it is, right, and how much time I have left to trade, it can be a lot harder because you're constantly worried about losing the profits. So, you're in this trade, you're up $400, $500, $600, you've already done your job. And you've already doubled and tripled your risk with your reward. And if you end up taking profit, you did a good job. All right? But if you were to get stopped out of that many, you're not invalidated. Your trade plan is not wrong. And that gives you the opportunity to re-enter the market. Now, if you're going to re-enter the market, should you re-enter it with a big contract again? Absolutely not. Because now your stop is going to have to be a little bit bigger. You go back down to your regular size contracts to where you're allowed to have a bigger stop loss. All right? And with a bigger stop loss and a smaller amount of contracts, guess what? You're set up to stay in a trade much, much longer and take advantage of the market. So today, this is my trade. 3 micros. Went for over $1,000. I set my stop loss at 1,000. Took me out at 1,000. Guys, my risk was barely over $100. I felt comfortable with this trade because of my contract size. I had no TP1. I wanted to let it run. My risk to reward was determined before I entered the market. Did I have an exact TP for where I wanted to actually exit? No. I can get into that in another video later where on other screens it tells me where, I definitely should start looking to. Okay? But when I get into trades, I'm not worried about profit. I'm worried about my risk, and I'm worried about how I'm going to manage that trade and how I'm going to ensure that when I'm in the trade, I'm going to double my risk with a really high return. So this video is just about how you can use an indicator to help you trade with bigger size contracts. It's just to help you understand how indicators can help you with your trading. It's just to help you see what's possible with trading with smaller contracts. And if you're not familiar with futures, please check it out. You can turn $40 into $400 almost on a daily basis if you know what you're doing. And now that I have these tools, that I've made these tools, my personal trading has gone to a whole new level. Students, testimonials are all there for you to look at. They are passing funded challenges faster than I've ever seen. I have traders that's never traded before, ever, that follow exactly what I'm telling them and follow what they see on the screen, and they're doing very well. I'm jealous of them. I wish that's how my trading journey started. Sure didn't. Sure didn't. What I want you to get from this video, okay, is that you need to learn more about yourself and how you handle certain contract sizes and how your goal needs to be to stay in trades for as long as possible and how bigger contracts influence you and how you can overcome those with having an edge in the market like this setup. When I see price goes under the mentorship average while these two lines are above it and everything's green, the odds are in my favor. Probability is in my favor. I can have a small stop so I can have a bigger contract size, and there's going to be a lot of times that it is going to run, okay? And if it didn't run for you today, you need to know that you did not get invalidated, and you can jump in that trade with micros, put your stop where it should be because you can afford a bigger stop, and let it go. All right? Thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions, please shoot me an email. Please, leave a comment. I really appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate all the hard work that all the students and traders are doing in the community. You guys are doing great. I'm really proud of how far we've all come. The growth from all of you is amazing. And anybody who's not in the community, who doesn't have the tools yet, if you're struggling with trading, don't look for tools, okay? Look for education. My indicators come with live trading. We live trade Monday through Thursday inside of my community, inside of my Discord, where the mics are open. You can ask any question you want. You can set your charts based on the layout that I'm using. Your charts can look like mine. Your charts can look like my resident lead traders. Your charts could look just like mine, and you're going to hear when I enter. You're going to hear when my stop is. You're going to hear what I'm looking for, and you're going to learn. So you're going to have the tools, but you're going to learn how to use them. And you're going to learn more about yourself through that journey. Trading has taught me more about me than anything else I've done. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Keep up the great work. Again, any questions, please let me know.